Go.
Okay, everybody, we're here doing our video for spheres, which you need to have done soon, so you're watching this video. And people always wonder, what's a sphere? So a sphere is, well, it's a shape that if someone would throw one at me, I would probably be able to describe one. So that's a sphere, okay? So anything that's like a ball that you would play with, like a volleyball, or a beach ball, or a tennis ball, or a baseball, or just that, not a sphere, that's a cylinder, we know that, right? So when we talk about sphere, not a sphere. Okay, so we talk about spheres, it's this word. Okay, people want to say spears when they see that, okay? But it's not spears, it's spheres. It's got the PH like the word phone in it. Okay, so we're going to work on the volume formula for this. It's actually very easy. It's a pretty easy formula, especially since you've got a calculator, not a sphere. Especially since you've got a calculator this year, it's going to be a lot easier than previous years when they weren't allowed to use a calculator and they had to do this all by hand. So let's get to our notes. We're going to get that out right now. And you just want to come up here and we're just going to, I'm still dodging spheres here. So, whoa! Okay, I think that's enough spheres that have come this way. So, we're going to quickly work through this formula. Okay, here's your notes page. Here's what it looks like. Again, this word is spheres. That PH is like the word phone, so spheres. Again, we're doing volume. So we're finding the space on the inside, okay? That's volume. The name of the shape, again, is a sphere. And the formula for it, well, you're going to find that on your formula chart. And we kind of got it here, but we don't have the whole thing, okay? It's supposed to say there's something in this blank spot. So in here you have to write 4/3, okay? So the formula to find the volume of a sphere is 4/3 pi times radius to the third power, which is cubed. So 4/3 pi radius cubed. Okay, so we're going to write that again. 4/3 pi radius cubed. And really all you need to solve this one is the radius. Okay, again, you've got your calculator, you can use pi. A lot of times it's going to tell you to actually use 3.14 for that. But all you really need to know is the radius to do this. So, in this particular sphere, this radius is 2. Okay? And a sphere is sometimes called a perfect object because from this point, which is in the middle of whatever that sphere is, the radius goes out in all different directions. Okay, so that's why they call it that. But it still has a radius. So the radius of this one is 2. Now, again, you get to use your calculator. So this should be pretty easy. So what you would do, 4 divided by 3 times, and if you type in 3.14 for pi, then times the radius to the third power. Now that's going to be the tricky part. So you either have to do this on your own, or you can just do 2 times 2 times 2. Just do it 3 times. Okay? And once you do that, for this particular answer, we get an answer of 33.5. Okay, and I rounded a little bit because it was really 33.49. So all we did, again, we did 4/3, 4 divided by 3 in the calculator, times 3.14, times 2, times 2, times 2, because we have to do the radius 3 times. Okay? Alright, let's go to our next example, and I'm going to erase this really quick. In our next example, they give us the diameter. Okay, so in this last one we had the radius, this time they give us the diameter. And we have to make sure we realize that because, again, the formula doesn't call for the diameter, it calls for the radius. So in this one, you can see this line goes all the way across, and it gives us a diameter of 10. Well, again, we're still doing volume. Our shape is still a sphere. Our formula, again, 4/3 pi radius to the third power, or cubed. Okay? And again, all we got to do on this one is find the radius, put it in the formula, and work through it. So if the diameter is 10, the radius is half of that, which is 5. So that's all we do. We're going to write down the formula this time first. So we're doing 4/3 times pi times the radius 3 times. So, in your calculator, 4 divided by 3 times 3.14 times 5 times 5 times 5, and we get our answer of 523. It's in cubic inches, and I rounded. It's probably 0.3 also there, but 523.3 cubic inches, and that tells us the amount of space that would be inside of that sphere. Okay? So, that's it. That's the end of the video, and have a great day.